Hello, hello. How are we doing? Hi, hi, hi. Really sorry for the delay. Our camera, we're having the same issue that we did at the beginning of the season, so we're going to try to get that ironed out. But welcome in. We'll do audio until then. Ladysmith with a snap. They're going to carry it up the midfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 42-yard line. And thank you for the patience. We should be able to get it ironed out. I don't know what happened. I had feed yesterday and not today, so we'll figure it out. Right. Ladysmith on the snap. They're going to do a handoff to the far side sideline. And he's definitely moving the chains at the very least, down about the 47-yard line, it looks like. We have just north of 11 minutes here in the first. Ladysmith refreshing on the downs. They're going to be at the 46-yard line. The snap, a quick pitch to the backfield. He gets his blocks, he finds an opening, and he's going to make his way all the way to about the 26-yard line. How are we hanging in there, guys? I appreciate the patience. It is homecoming, so hopefully we'll get this straightened out with enough time to get a good amount. Snap, dropping back to pass. He's got his guy wide open right outside of the end zone. He's going to take it in for an easy 6. Ladysmith striking first here with almost 11 minutes of play in the first.
There's a happy family.
And they're going to go for 2. He drops back under some pressure, throws it to the side. And it's going to fall incomplete, and there's a flag.
Looks like the penalty was against Ladysmith.
Yeah, it's against Ladysmith.
With 10:45 to go here in the first, scoreboard reading 6-0 in favor of the Lumberjacks.
How are we hanging in there, guys? Again, thank you for the patience. We do not have camera connectivity yet. There's a network issue on the one that we usually connect to for that, but we're trying to get that ironed out. Rebecca, yeah, I'm trying to get it straightened out. The computer's not connecting to the network that the camera is connected to, so we have no camera feed yet, but we're working on getting that straightened out. We got a message out to tech to kind of figure that out. And Ladysmith is going to kick it off. Again, they're up 6-0. Their 2-point attempt, no good. Comets pick it up at about the 30-yard line. They're going to gain a couple yards there and likely be spotted right about the 35-yard line.
On the return for the Comets, number 35, Colin Ludwig. Stop made by number 74, Jasper Kempen.
Thanks for the patience, guys. I promise we're working on it.
Tackle made at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Comets will take over 1st and 10.
And so the ball has been spotted at the 35-yard line here. And the snap and a handoff. He's going to run up the middle and eke out about 5 yards there.
Armani Walters, the ball carrier. Stop made by Alex Mukunda.
How are we doing, though, guys? Happy Friday. Comets 2nd and 5 here from the 40. Snap, and we've got a flag in the backfield, and the run takes them all the way up to the 45-yard line. So pending whatever that penalty is, we may have a new set of downs. And it's going to be against the Comets here. looks like some illegal motion. So the comments now, 2nd and 10 after that penalty. And we've got the snap, and it's actually dropped under pressure. He's going to throw it up towards the line of scrimmage, gets his guy, and he's actually going to gain a couple yards there.
Ship goes pass complete to number 14, Andrew Larson.
3rd and 8.
Stop made by Roscoe. 3rd and 8 for the Comets.
We've got a couple of receivers low, one high, too high. Snap, dropping back. Looking for his guy. He's going to throw towards the near side sideline, and it was a little overthrown. And the Comets are looking at a 4th and 8.
Falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Comets.
And the punt is up. It's going to be picked up at about the 30-yard line, and it's waved a fair catch.
Whereas punt fair caught by Ashton Clark. Right on the 30-yard line, and that's where the Lumberjacks now take over. 1st down and 10.
And that's going to be spotted at the 30. Ladysmith taking over. Again, Ladysmith up 6-0 here. We have just north of 9 minutes of play here left in the first. And the snap. Trying to run, but the Comets are going to swallow him up for a pretty substantial loss, actually.
Wakanda, the ball carrier, stopped immediately behind the line by number 57, Brandon Reynolds. Loss on the play makes it 2nd and 12.
So a 2-yard loss there. And snap. Running towards the far side sideline. Boy, they're going to convert those downs. So it looks like they're going to spot it at about the 45-yard line there.
Armani Walters helping to run him out of bounds on the far side, but not before Soltis picks up a 1st down for the Lumberjacks.
And the official spot is at the 46. And the snap and a faked handoff a couple times, but does end up handing it off. And he's going to eke out a couple yards there. Looks like it's going to be spotted at the 49. Yep. It's a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 here, right at midfield for Ladysmith. And the snap. Some congestion right up the midfield. Maybe a yard out of that.
Wakanda, the ball carrier, stopped immediately by the Comets number 24, Kobe Kenny. 3rd down
And 3rd and 6.
For the Lumberjacks.
And we've got the snap. Looking for someone to throw to. Looks upfield. Nobody there. And that one's going to fall incomplete.
Pass intended for Ashton Clark falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And it looks like they're going for it. They are. Dropping back, looking for a pass. Under pressure, finds his guy towards the near side, but he drops it. Wide open. And that one fell incomplete. He's going to be kicking himself for that one, I think. So the Comets are going to take over at midfield. Again, thank you for the patience. We're working on trying to get that camera feed up. And Snappy drops back, finds his guy at midfield. He's going to stay upright, get all the way to about the 35. Hang tight, everybody. We're going to see if we can't figure out a way to get the game feed looped into here.
Pick up a Comet first down.
All right, we've had some things happening on the field. We're getting close to maybe figuring out a camera feed. But in the meantime, a quick update. The Comets are at about the 10-yard line here. He's on his feet. He's going to be inside the 10 with a brand new set of downs. Yeah, actually, if you want to work on that while I keep audio going. So we have about 5.5 minutes here. We got somebody working on trying to reroute the video onto here. It's probably going to be pretty grainy, but it's better than nothing. And then we need the ads to display over that as the catch. And we've got a carry, maybe going to get a yard or two there. So you can see how it shows in this window. Yep, go full screen on it. But what we need to do is you need to pull the ads above that. So you guys should be able to see at least a little bit of that feed. We're going to keep working on it, make sure that we can get it a little bit better quality there for you. Okay. Perfect. All right, you guys should be able to see it. We figured out it's a little janky, but there we go. We should have feed. All right. And there we have it, guys. The Comets have scored a touchdown. My only concern is that the audio is probably going to be super, super not synced up. So again, hang tight, guys. And the Comets are going to go for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's good.
And the point after attempt by Grassman is good. And with 4:36 to go,
Are we pretty delayed?
7-6 in
And the Comets are up 7-6 here. I'm going to take this off, see if I can make some calls to check my audio, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Anderson's Appliance Broadcast Center. We're at Cameron High School where the Comets are celebrating homecoming, and they have a 7-6 lead over the visiting Ladysmith Lumberjacks. Drive capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Ladysmith. Kicks through the extra
only downside that we're having is it looks like we're going to be probably about a minute delayed on the video, but at least we got video.
Keeping himself, he's still on his feet, leaving his way up the sideline, and he's going to be
Carter Soltis on the return, tripped up by number 14, Andrew Larson. But we did have a flag on the play, so we'll see what that's about.
All right. We're back. We're back. Thanks for the patience. All right, this is probably going to be a little bit goofy. We're going to announce the game off of the stream on my screen. So it's not going to mesh with the background. But we'll get there. I think we got it figured out, guys. And the kick picked up and brought down all the way at like the 50. Yeah. Excuse me. It's a lot harder to announce off of a stream, but thank you guys again for the patience.
Made by 57, Brandon Reynolds.
Okay, actually, it sounds like it's not too unsynced calling live.
By number 2, Michael Gronsky. But Clark able to pick up
Check it
a
on there,
new set
please.
of downs.
This is a little trickier because I can't just mute myself.
Mukunda, the ball carrier. Colby Koenig making the stop. 2nd and 2.
Okay.
Soltis, the ball carrier.
Okay.
Andrew Larson.
All right.
Elliot Nichols.
We're going to lock in. We got this. We got it all sorted out. We're good to go.
For the Comets.
All right. Ladysmith lining up with it. 1st and 10 on the 46. And the snap, a quick handoff. He's going to run it up midfield. Take it almost 10 yards. Should be spotted at about the 46 of the
Chased out
Comets.
of bounds by Andrew Larson. Pick up of 5. Makes
And
it
both
2nd and
teams
5
ready to
for
roll
the
again here.
Lumberjacks.
Quick snap and a handoff. And there's a little pile up there. We'll see if it's enough to convert the downs.
Soltis, the ball carrier. Stop made by Elliot Nichols.
And it is a fresh set of downs, first and
It'll be
10.
3rd and short for Ladysmith.
Comets with a 7-6 lead and about 3 minutes of play here left. 2 receivers low, 2 high. And the snap, drops back, looking for his guy, under a little bit of pressure here. All the way to the
ball
sideline,
carrier.
he's going to carry it for a handful of
Larson
yards.
and Koenig on the stop, but Soltis is able to pick up a first down for the Lumberjacks.
And we're gearing up for the snap here. We've got it. Faked handoff, gets his on the second. He punches up through the middle. Will it be enough to move the chains?
Ball now resting on the Comet 11-yard line.
And no. 2nd and 5. And the snap gobbled up in the middle by the Comets.
Soltis, the ball carrier. Armani Walters in on the stop. 2nd down for the Lumberjacks.
It was enough to move the chains, though, so 1st and 10 here at the 32-yard line, just north of 2 minutes of play left. And the snap,
Ball carrier.
handoff. He's going to go to the far side sideline. Ooh, he's got a
Elliot
handful of yards there.
Nichols making the stop.
Looks like he steps out of bounds at about the 10-yard
3rd
line.
and 2 now for the Lumberjacks.
And it looks like that spot is going to be the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 11. Ladysmith looking to strike second or twice again here for the second time.
Takes it in for a Lumberjack
And snap.
touchdown.
Quick handoff to the middle. Ekes out a handful of yards. From the 5, the snap, a run, and he's going to be, golly, he's got to be just 2 yards out. We'll see where they spot it. Yep, 3rd and 2 on the 2, or on the 3, excuse me.
In favor of the Lumberjacks.
And the snap, a quick handoff, and he is in. Ladysmith up 12-7 here. Cameron's homecoming game. All the fun little festivities that come with that. Comets hoping to lock down a win tonight.
With 55 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, any alumni here that have not yet signed
And
up
the
for
snap.
the drawing, you have 55
And the Comets are going to
seconds
keep him out. 2-point conversion is no good for the second time tonight.
for the drawing tonight. You're entered.
And with that, we are going to go ahead and run a quick ad. It's so clunky, but it works. You make sure I'm unmuted. All right, and gearing up for the kickoff here.
Shimko's pass is
And the ball is
Jonas
up.
Martinson.
It's going to be picked up by the Comets at about the 30-yard line. Oh, it's dropped. And they pick it back up, so they're not going to get too many yards there, but it was definitely better than it potentially could have been. 44 seconds of play here left in the first.
Michael Gronsky, the ball carrier. Stop made by number 5, Ashton Clark. Good gain on the play. Will bring up a 3rd and about 1.
And looking forward, we do have one more game for We Are here in the fall season, and that'll be on Tuesday night. The girls will be hosting Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser for some volleyball at home. So make sure you guys tune in at 7 o'clock on Tuesday.
And that's the end of the first quarter with your score 12-7 in favor of the Lumberjacks.
Thanks again for the patience, guys. And we've got the snap and a handoff in the backfield. He's going to run to the near side sideline, up past the 40-yard line. And the clock stays running. And that should close out our first quarter there.
Welcome back to the Evanston Appliance
There we go.
Broadcast Center. It's the start of the second quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Cameron Comets. They're going to hand it off to the back, and he's going to power ahead for a first down. Stays across the 45 to the 40.
Ronnie Walters, the ball carrier. Stop made by 44, Alex Makunda. But not before Armani picks up a Comet first down.
Action being brought to us by Smithco and the Computer Station. Comets looking to take the lead back. Ladysmith on top, 12-7. And we're going to get a flag right at the snap. Shimko rolls out.
There we go.
Has Martinson. Spins away from another tackle attempt.
Shimko.
Flag back on the other side of the field here.
Make sure that we're we had a bit of a delay there, so I want to make sure that we're not
Penalty is against the
super
Comets.
delayed in our video here. There we go. So we did miss one play.
1st and 15 now for the Comets.
All right. So 1st and 10, it looks like, from the 46. Some motion in the back. The snap, dropping back, looking for a pass. He's going to throw up the midfield, find his guy. He's going to march it all the way to the 30. Almost up to the 26, it looks like. It's a pretty decent gain.
Shimko keeps it. Stop made by number 7, Drake Howard, and number 9, Carter Soltis.
And there were some flags in the backfield, it looks like, so that's going to come back. I don't know that I can, Michael. Yeah, I don't know that I can do that. Let me check on it in just a sec here. And we've got a snap, dropping back, Under some pressure there, running to the far side sideline. He's just going to hold on to it a little bit there. And he's going to pull a few yards. Yeah, Michael, I think there is a way. I can look into it more at halftime, too. And it looks like there's a false start penalty there against the Comets.
Shimko's pass complete. Brought down by number 9, Carter Soltis. Nice gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Comets. Shimko's pass complete to Michael Gronsky for a big play.
And the snap, dropping back, looking for his guy. He's got him. He's going to run to the near side sideline here, all the way up to about the 50-yard line.
But that connection makes a Comet first down.
Just north of 11 minutes of play here left. The Comets are trailing 7-12 here on homecoming. 3rd and 6 there, right at the 50-yard line. So the Comets right at midfield there. A cozy enough placement for sure.
Shimko's pass complete to Silvernail. Brought down just short of the goal line.
And the Comets gearing up for the snap here. He's dropping back. Finds his guy right at the 40-yard line there. He's going to take it. Holy buckets. Within the 10-yard line. Holy. It's about 20-yard gain there. It was a heck of a gain. Comets gearing up for the snap. And he drops back under some pressure there. Runs to the far side, finds his guy. It's a couple of yards there. Is it enough to change downs? And we do have a player down. I'm going to see. He's getting up on his own. Okay, I was going to see if I had enough time to run an ad, but I don't think I would have. So. We'll actually go ahead and we'll run it here. Oh, that was good timing. Michael, they should be up at the top for you now.
Shimko's pass is caught by number 9, Miles Grassman. 2-point conversion made.
Oh, we've got the snap. And it looks like we've got a second score here.
15-12.
The Comets up 13-12 here on homecoming night. And the 2-point conversion here. Snap. He's moving, finds his guy in the back, and the Comets take 2 easy peasy. Comets up 15-12 here on a beautiful homecoming night. We have about, is it 4:49 it looks like? 9:49. Excuse me. I want to thank you guys again for joining in. Thank you so much for the patience as we've figured out this streaming thing again. Just a network issue, but we did find a workaround. So hopefully the audio is matching up to the video feed okay. And if it's not, just let me know in the chat. We'll see what we can do to straighten that up. There will be some minimizing of the screen as I do stuff through the streaming platform. So just be patient with that as we kind of navigate it. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks to our sponsors also. You've seen a couple of their ads tonight. You've seen the banners now at the top of the screen, thanks to you, Michael. And yeah, we're glad you're here. You're probably going to hear some commentary in the background. We are behind the actual live game. We're just a handful of seconds delayed. So if you hear something cool, just know it's coming. And we're getting ready for the kickoff here.
Right at the 50-yard line, and that's where Ladysmith will take over first and 10.
And the kick is up. That was a great kick. Picked up at about the 17-yard line. And Ladysmith's going to hand it off, stay on the far side sideline. Boy, they're going to march all the way up to midfield on that.
The Breeze pass intended for number 5, Ashton Clark, falls incomplete. 3rd and 14. Okay, yeah, because that got low.
Ladysmith now with a 1st and 10 right at midfield. They trail by 3 here. A snap and a quick handoff, and he is swallowed up for a loss. It was a loss of 4 there, 2nd and 14.
The Breeze pass falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Comets.
And the snap, he's dropping back, looking for his guy midfield. And it looked like a little bit of miscommunication there. That one's going to fall incomplete.
And the punt goes out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. And that's
So 3rd and 14 here for Ladysmith. The snap dropping back. Runs up the midfield. Passing to the far side sideline. His guy unable to reel it in. And Ladysmith is looking at a 4th and 14 here, right around midfield. And the punt is up. And it's going to go out of bounds. And we'll see where they spot that one. Comets will take over with a fresh set of downs and decent field position here.
Gronsky, the ball carrier.
And that ball is spotted on the 43-yard line of the Comets. So excellent field position to start with a fresh set of downs. And the snap, he's dropping back, finds this guy midfield. I believe that was Martinson. Yes. And he's going to take it all the way up to midfield there. 2nd and 3 for the Comets on the 50. And that was a heck of a run there. Well, he got his way all the way to about the 10-yard line, but I think that one's coming back.
Number 20, Trayton Morrissey, but not before Gronsky picks up a Comet first down.
And both teams are back at the 40-yard line.
Walters, the ball
Comets
carrier.
going to tuck a little bit over here, and we'll see what they come back with.
Ashton Clark and 74, Jasper Kempen. On the play brings up 2nd and 4 for the Comets.
Both teams at the line of scrimmage, a little bit of motion in the backfield. He drops back, fakes the handoff, heads back to midfield, passes it. And that was Brady Gronsky there, moving the chains for the Comets.
Walters dropped behind the line by Kempen. Makes this now a 3rd and 6 play.
And the snap's in motion in the backfield. The handoff runs up midfield all the way to the 35-yard line.
Pass complete to Gronsky. Stop again made by Morrissey, but Gronsky picks up a Comet first down.
And the snap, he's going to run it up midfield. No, try to run it up midfield. And he's gobbled up.
Gronsky stopped by
So 3rd and 6 here from the 37-yard line for the Comets.
Short loss on the play.
South of 7 minutes of play here. The snap, he's up towards midfield. He's going to run to the far side sideline, move the chains for the Comets. Boy, and that should spot him at about the 20-yard line. Comets definitely within striking distance. Fresh set of downs, and it's spotted on the 21.
Shimko's pass intended for Andrew Larson. Ball's incomplete, makes it 3rd down and 11 for the Comets.
And the snap, the handoff, he's going to run it to the near side, and he's picked up. Not a whole lot of gain, if any, there. Actually, it was a loss of 1.
Shimko's pass complete to Gronsky.
And the Comets gearing up for the snap. They've got one receiver low, too high. A little bit of motion in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. He's going to run under a little bit of pressure.
First and goal.
Tries to find his guy on the far side sideline and comes up short. 2nd and 11 from the 23. 3rd and 11, excuse me.
Grotsky, the ball carrier. Clark and number 58, Carter Anderson, making the stop. 2nd and goal.
And the snap. He does a quick short shovel pass to his guy. He's going to run it right up the midfield. Boy, he was going and tripped up. Looks like he's going to land at about the 5-yard line. We'll see where they spot that.
Andrew Larson, the ball carrier, takes it in for a Comet touchdown.
And the Comets gearing up here at the line of scrimmage. We've got the snap. Handoff. I don't know if he got a whole lot of yards, if any, on that one. And 2. 2nd and 5 from the 5.
Grassman's extra point is good. And with 4:37 showing on the scoreboard, we now have Comets in the lead, 22-12.
And the snap. A little bit of motion. Quick handoff there, and he punches the ticket. Comets now with a 21-12 lead. Woo. That's what you want on homecoming, you know? Yeah, I hadn't ever thought of that, Michael. That was interesting. It makes sense, though. I might let the We Are guy know that we can or see if we can do that as standard. And the extra point is good. The Comets with a 22-12 lead here at home on a beautiful Friday night. Happy homecoming. The stands are packed, which is really cool. It's fun seeing all the student section is huge, and there's a bunch of little Comet fans running around. And we have 4:37 left here. I'll go ahead and take the headset off for just a second. Rest my voice, get something to drink. We'll be right back.
Clark keeps it. Stop made by number 89, Brady Grotsky.
And we're back.
Stop made at the 50-yard line, and that's where the
Comets getting ready to kick it away.
Knutson, the ball carrier.
And the kick is up.
Stop for the Comets made by Brandon Reynolds.
Ooh, that
and
one
Sawyer Ebner.
deep in Ladysmith territory. They fake the handoff. He's going to run to the near side. He's still going, still up, all the way to midfield and finally brought down.
Pass complete to Clark. Michael Grotsky making the stop, but Clark able to pick up a first down for the Lumberjacks.
And Ladysmith is going to take over right at the 50-yard line there. And the snap. Quick handoff. He's going to run to the near side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 49-yard line, it looks like.
Soltis, the ball carrier. Armani Walter making the stop for the Comets. But Soltis picks up another first down.
And the snap. He's going to hold on to it, fakes the handoff. Runs a ways up, finds an opening with his guy there at about the 40-yard line. He's going to eke out about 5 more yards in addition to that. Ladysmith at the, I think, 35. Yep, 1st and 10 from the 35. They're getting within striking territory here.
No gain on the play will make it 2nd and 10.
And the snap and a quick pitch in the back. He's going to run right up the middle. He's still up on his feet. Comes down at about the 23-yard line.
And Cameron Weiss combining on the stop.
The Comets, again, with the 10-point lead here, but Ladysmith showing it's definitely not over. They've got a handful of good runs here, back-to-back. Comets struggling to stop them. And the snap, drops back, quick pass. And he's going to run it up to about the 23, 24. We'll see where they spot it. And 22. So no gain.
First of the half. Just a reminder, stick around at halftime. The dance team is performing. We're meeting the homecoming court.
And the snap.
Drawing winners for the alumni
Runs up the midfield, maybe a couple yards. We'll see where they spot it. Yeah, it's going to be a gain of 2, so 3rd and 8. And it looks like a timeout called.
Ashton Clark, the ball carrier. Larson makes the stop. 4th down for the Lumberjacks.
4th down now for the Lumberjacks. 4th and 3. Ball on the Comet at 15. The 3 takes the snap, pulls out, drops it off. Clark balls it in at the 10, and he'll race in for the
LeBreeze pass complete to Clark, who takes it in for the touchdown.
touchdown pitch injection there for the Ladysmith Lumberjacks on 4th down. And Ladysmith cuts into the Comet lead. Now 22 to 18 is our score.
And both teams back to the field here. Ladysmith 3rd and 8 from the 20. Snap and a quick handoff. Far side sideline. He fancy feets it towards the middle. Still on the far side, but he's going to get a few yards there.
Fires, and this one is going to be caught on the sideline, but was he in bounds?
It's going to be 4th and 3rd from the 15. The snap, dropping back for a pass. Finds this guy open at the 10. And he's going to tiptoe his way right to a fancy 6 points.
With a minute 56, scoreboard now reading 22 to 20 in favor of
So
Clark.
22 to 18.
And it is just a 2-point lead for the Cameron Comets. 22 to 20 our score. 1:56 to go till half. Kickoff at this 32nd break. Your home for high school football. The Bucks.
And Ladysmith is going to go for 2 here. And he drops back looking for his guy. And finds him right along the sideline. We're waiting for the official signal. And they've got it. So the Comets lead now dropped from 10 all the way down to 2. A good 8 points there for Ladysmith. We have a minute 56 here left in the first half, homecoming night. Comets with a 2-point lead, and they will be receiving the kickoff.
And Colin Ludwig making the recovery for the Comets. Cameron will take over, 1st and 10. Ball resting on their 35-yard line.
And the kick hits the ground, bounces up in the air, and they're going to fall on it right at about the 35-yard line.
And there's a timeout taken by the Comets. Their first of the half.
Comets will take over. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, we have a minute 55 left here, so we'll see just how conservative they are with this series right before the half, a 2-point lead. And he's up. Quarterback carry. He gets through a couple of tackles, breaks a couple more. Right around midfield, still on his feet, and finally comes down at about the 45-yard line. He was tap dancing. Able to get 10 yards out of it, though. And the Comets do take a timeout here.
Shinko's pass intended for Martinson falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
NLCS going on. It's a game for Milwaukee Brewers fighting for their playoff lives, and they trail 1-0 at the end of one. If you want to check that game out, it's on AM 1240, 96.5 FM. But that one already a big deficit for the Brewers. Just keep right here. We got pass from Shimko goes to Silverdale. He'll haul it in right at midfield, and then gets it taken down.
All right, guys, any bets? Do the Comets score before the end of the half? Feel free to leave a message in the chat. Do you think they'll score again before the half? And the snap. He drops back, looks to the far side sideline, and comes up short.
Shimko's pass for Brady.
2nd and 10 from the 45.
But we have a flag here. We'll see what this is.
Snap, he's dropping back. Pass is quick, finds his guy at the near side sideline. We'll see where they spot this one. Looks like at about the 49-yard line. Third and 6 here from the 49. And the snap, dropping back. And comes up short. Boy, that looked like it was going to be awesome.
Comets is accepted, so they will get another 3rd down play.
He aired it out. That is a heck of a throw. Sometimes I forget when they throw the football that far, just how much like it takes to get the ball that far. It's a heck of a throw.
Pass complete to Walters.
Flag on this one. And it looks like they're going to give the penalty to Cameron.
Ladysmith will leave them one remaining.
I think it was a
Stick around for halftime. Homecoming court. If you
offensive pass interference, I believe.
by the entrance gate, we will be
It was a
introducing
15-yarder.
first.
3rd and 21.
Our halftime activities.
Just a heads up, at halftime, I will have to mute the microphone just because with how we're streaming the game, the audio is really not going to match the video feed that you guys are getting. So yeah, I'll have to mute during halftime, unfortunately.
Welcome back to the Emerson's Appliance Broadcast Center. Cameron looking at a 4th and 10 with 49 seconds left to go till halftime. Guerra was kicking earlier, a little dinged up. So now
Sorry, there was some commotion here in the booth. That was an 11-yard gain. And 4th and 10.
before the goal line, Martinson at the 1, and Cameron.
And that punt is down inside of the 1-yard line.
So the Comets will be kicking it away here. And the punt, gearing up for it here. Snap. And that ball is up in the air. And it's going to hit within the 10. He throws it out. And boy, they're going to spot that at about the 1-yard line. And as I channel my inner sketch, special teams, special plays, special players. That one is down at like the 1-yard line. That was a heck of a play there. Great job. And body awareness and even field awareness there to throw that ball out and get it down at the 1. Wowza. And Ladysmith from the 1-yard line, 1st and 10. He's going to run it up midfield, be brought down at about the 5-yard line. Second and 6. The snap. He's going to throw it to the near side sideline. Get picked. Boy, that ball landed in his hands. I don't know that he was trying to get it, and it just kind of appeared there like a Christmas morning. And the Comets will take over on an excellent interception. And we have a timeout called. again, I want to say thank you to our sponsors. You've seen their banners at the top of the screen. You've seen a couple ads. You'll see a couple more. If you'd like to become a sponsor, make sure you keep your eyes on those little slides at the top. There are a couple that tell you how you can begin the process to also becoming a sponsor, but make sure you support them if and when you can, because thanks to them, we're able to bring you guys the game at home in your car, wherever you are, absolutely free of charge. And I want to thank you for hanging out on homecoming night here with us here at We Are. Make sure you guys tune in Tuesday as the Comet girls begin their postseason with a volleyball game at home. And the Comets gearing up for the snap here. There's 15.4 seconds. The snap, he drops back, looking for his guy downfield, and he gets picked. And so he's up at the 10-yard line, moving to the almost. Looked like he was going to reach the 15, but comes down at about the 12-yard line. So 1 for 1 there on picks back-to-back for both teams. We'll see what Ladysmith does with this here.
After competitions, including powder puff football and volleyball, a pop tab collection, an all-school rock, paper, scissors competition, and dress-up days, this year's winning class of the Spirit Stick were the seniors. Now we'd like to take a minute and recognize the 2025 homecoming court. Jordan Lundequam.
And that is going to wrap up the half for us. Again, during halftime, I'm going to have to mute just because the audio and video will not match up for you. But we'll be back here as we get towards the second half. Hang tight. All right, we are back. We're going to go ahead and do a couple trivia questions. So, if you're feeling like you know the answer, go ahead and sound off. This is going to be in the format of I'm going to give you a question, I'm going to give you an A, B, C, or D option. You just have to type in the letter that corresponds with the answer that you think. Which NFL team has never had the number 1 pick overall in the drafts? Is it A, the New England Patriots, B, the Denver Broncos, C, the Philadelphia Eagles, or D, the Chicago Bears? Which NFL team has never had the number 1 pick overall in the drafts? Is it A, the New England Patriots, B, the Denver Broncos, C, the Philadelphia Eagles, or D, the Chicago Bears? So go ahead, pull up the chat there, and drop the letter that you think is correct. A, B, C, or D.
Are those bushes still there in that little boulevard?
Which NFL team has never had the number 1 pick overall in the drafts? A, the New England Patriots, B, the Denver Broncos, C, the Philadelphia Eagles, or D, the Chicago Bears?
Or take another 3-minute timeout, then we'll come on back and take a look at that. Your home for high school football.
We'll give it about another minute here. And then I'll tell you the answer, and then we'll have a couple minutes to run one more question.
They all done legal fighting with crazy lady? What was her name?
Yeah, break. I couldn't take a break.
Yeah, no, I had it too for a second.
And then nothing until like 5 minutes in the first quarter. But it's a timing list, and I take as much time for breaks and halftime.
Is that little white rundown house still
I
there?
get the breaks in.
Okay. Didn't you try to buy that?
Which NFL team has never had the number 1 pick overall in the drafts? A, New England Patriots, B, Denver Broncos, C, Philadelphia Eagles, or D, the Chicago Bears? The correct answer is B, the Denver Broncos. They've never had a number 1. And your other question here for halftime trivia is as follows. What 2 teams have met each other the most number of times in the Super Bowl? Is it A, Steelers and Cowboys, B, Patriots and Giants, C, Patriots and Eagles, or D, Patriots and Rams? I don't know what the Eagles are, but that's on here. I don't know if that was supposed to be a different. What 2 teams have met each other the most number of times in the Super Bowl? Steelers Cowboys, Patriots Giants, Patriots Eagles, or Patriots Rams?
The next break is going to be probably a minute.
And the answer to that one is the Steelers and Cowboys. So we're going to try to squeeze out 2 more here. Where was the National Football League founded? Where was the National Football League founded? Where was the National Football League founded?
What one do you want?
Where was the NFL founded? And the answer to that one is Canton, Ohio. In what year were helmets made mandatory in the NFL? In what year were helmets made mandatory in the NFL? When were helmets made mandatory in the NFL?
I thought you had a couple Fridays ago when I did Bear and Spooner.
In what year were helmets made mandatory in the NFL? The answer to that one, 1943. And your for reals last trivia question. Who is the youngest quarterback to win the Super Bowl in NFL history? So who is the youngest Super Bowl winning quarterback in NFL history? Who is the youngest Super Bowl winning quarterback in NFL history?
Roscoe. Set to get things started here in the second half.
And again, I want to thank you for being here and thank you to our sponsors. Everything that they do makes it so we can bring you guys the game at home, in your car, wherever you are, totally free. If you'd like to become a sponsor, keep your eyes up on those banners at the top of the screen tonight, thanks to an awesome suggestion by Michael. There's a couple slides on there that can tell you a little bit about how to become a sponsor. So if you're interested, make sure you keep your eyes up there. The youngest Super Bowl winning quarterback in NFL history was Ben Roethlisberger, which is a name I haven't heard a whole lot lately. I mean, that makes sense. But I guess he's somebody I hadn't really even thought about. Like, I forgot he even played, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Kind of in the new generation of quarterbacks and forgetting about all the old greats, you know?
Kobe Koenig, the ball carrier. Jasper.
And we're getting ready for the kickoff here, the second half. Again, remember, we're streaming our video kind of a backwards way so that we could still get it to you. You are probably going to hear some audio that doesn't line up with what we're seeing. I'm calling it to what's on my screen as opposed to what's live happening in front of me. So if it conflicts, just wait and we'll get to where they're at. Kickoff picked up. And brought up to about the 21-yard line, it looks like. have a slight lead here on a homecoming Friday. That's awesome. 22 to 20, so they're hanging in there. First and 10 from the 22
Michael
here.
Dronsky, the ball carrier, tripped up by Makunda.
A little bit of motion in the back, a quick snap and a handoff. He's going to run it up the middle. Get almost to the 25. You'll see where they spot it.
Second down and about 7. Jimko's pass falls incomplete.
And
Third down.
one receiver real high for the Comets. Pass up towards the midfield. He's going to run it all the way to about the 35-yard line. That's going to refresh the downs there for the Comets.
Jimko's pass
And the
complete to
snap.
Andrew Larson. Run on a bounce by Ashton.
Got a handoff. He's going to run it towards the near side.
Right near the sticks.
We'll go down at about the 39. So 2nd and 7 here at the 39. And the snap. Some motion and a quick pass to the midfield. It almost looked like it was going to be picked and it was dropped.
And that
Comets
play
getting away with
sets
one there.
up yards for a Comet first down.
Excuse me. So 3rd and 7 from the 34 here. The Comets getting ready for the snap. And they've got it. He's going to drop back under some pressure. Able to shake a tackle. He's going to pass it up towards the midfield. And boy, it looks like he's real close to getting a fresh set of downs there. And we do have a player down. I'm going to go ahead and run an ad quick. And we will be right back.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
And we're back. And they're still tending to Shimko. Hang tight here. It's never easy to know what to do when there's a player down, so just hang tight.
Michael Dronsky, the ball carrier. Stop made by Alex Makunda.
You can see here that he's coming off. He's not going to put any pressure on it, so he'll get tended to at the sidelines and get whatever he needs. Shimko. So, stepping in at quarterback now is going to be Silvernail.
Second and 3 now for the Comets. Silvernail will stand in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Silvernail takes the snap. Tries to hand it off to Koenig, who wasn't expecting it.
And ball's on the ground.
And we're going to get a turnover by Cameron on the fumble.
And it looks like it's recovered by the Lumberjacks.
Quarterback and running back. Silvernail was trying to hand off to Koenig, and Koenig looked like he was getting up in pass protection. So a little miscommunication there. And that'll be a turnover by Cameron, their second of the game. First one didn't really hurt anything. It was a late interception.
And we're getting ready for the snap here.
Hopefully the Comets can make this one.
And we've got it. Hand off. Up towards past midfield. All the way to the 48, it looks like.
Roscoe, the ball carrier. Armani Walters and Brandon Reynolds in on the stop. Short game, 2nd and 9.
Third quarter action brought to us by Anshaw Construction. Debris lifted at the sideline for Ladysmith.
And gearing up for the snap here, the Comets approach the line of scrimmage. And the snap. And the handoff gets bobbled, and it looks like it's picked up by Ladysmith.
Clark, the ball carrier. Michael Gronsky and Sawyer Ebner making the stop. Loss on the play, 3rd and 12.
So 1st and 10 here for Ladysmith from the 48, sorry.
Debris steps out of bounds. Javen Nord.
And the snap.
Make sure he gets out of bounds.
He's going to try to run it up the midfield, runs into a wall, backs out, and tries again. Looks like a couple-yard gain.
Makes it a 4th and about 4 for the Lumberjacks.
So 2nd and 9, there was a gain of a yard there.
Clark, the ball carrier, Brady Gronsky,
And the snap.
others.
Quick pitch in the backfield.
And Ladysmith will turn it over.
And he doesn't even get up to quite the line of scrimmage before being brought down. There will be a tackle for a loss there. So 3rd and 12 here, the snap. Dropping back. He's going to eke out past the 50-yard line. And it looks like he's going to step out of bounds just before converting on downs here.
Gronsky covers it
Yep,
up.
4th and 4.
Schultes and Mukunda there for the Lumberjacks. 2nd down and 17 for the Comets.
Yeah, the snap. And it looks like the Comets defense is going to hold up.
Second and 17 now for the Comet offense. Cameron leads 22-20. Snap to Silvernail. Fakes the handoff, rolls out right, fires downfield over the head of the intended target, Jonas Martin.
Silvernail's pass intended for Jonas Martinson falls incomplete.
And the Comets are going to get the ball at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Grassman will check in, taking the place of Andrew Larson. Silvernail comes all the way to the sideline to get the play. And now they'll bring it back to the Comet huddle. Cameron on top, 22-20, 7:14 left to go in the third quarter. Third quarter action brought to us by Anshaw Construction.
And the snap. Handoff dropped. Picked it back up, but he's going to be brought down at about the 40-yard line. Pretty decent loss on that one.
Silvernail's pass complete to Michael Gronsky. Morrissey in on the stop.
the snap. A little bit of motion in the backfield. Wheels on the quarterback. Throws it downfield, a little overthrown. That'll be incomplete.
The punt is down at the 21
So third and 14, or third and 17, excuse me, from the 40-yard line. Comets talking it over. And the snap, drops back, finds this guy at the 50-yard line. He's going to run it up to about the 45. Not quite enough to convert.
And Clark, the ball carrier, picks up a first down.
Some comments on a 4th and 3 here. And that play, no bananas.
Clark on the reception, met immediately by number 89, Brady Grodsky. Dropped for a loss on the play.
So Ladysmith will take over, 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Comets lead 22-20, 6:37 left. And a quick pass. No. Looked like it was no good, but they allowed him to pick it up and run it still.
The breeze pass complete to 21, Tanner Davis.
And it'll convert the downs.
3rd and 9.
He'll be spotted at the 35-yard line. And the snap.
And Labrie is
Dropping back, quick pass to the sideline.
by Brady Grodsky.
Holds on to it, but not too much of a gain at all, if any. Probably a loss, actually. And the snap. Quick motion. Finds this guy on the sideline, but he's wrapped up.
And the punt is down by Carter Soltis. Comets will take over 1st and 10.
So 3rd and 9 here for Ladysmith at the 37-yard line. They've got the snap. He drops back under pressure, and he's going to be wrapped up. Brought down at about 25-yard line.
Silverdale keeps it. Finally brought down by number 20, Creighton Morrissey.
So 4th and 18 here.
Gain of about 7.
28-yard line. They're going to punt. And it's going to stop at about the 30-yard line, so the Comets will take over. Fresh set of downs. I think I missed a play. Sorry. Maybe not.
Anderson making the stop.
Now for the Comet offense.
Be a third and short.
First and 10 from the 31. Comets taking over. And the snap. Quarterback's going to carry it up through the middle. He's still on his feet. Almost makes it up to the 40-yard line. Not quite a new fresh set of downs, but heck of a gain regardless.
Silvernail rolled down. Knee touching the turf. Loss on the play will bring up a fourth down for the Comets.
Fourth down now for the Comets.
Comets gearing up for the snap here.
Away. Silvernail with a nice high kick. Take a bounce at about the 45. A nice Comet
Snap.
roll all the way down.
He's going to find his guy up the middle for a run. Depending on where they spot it, it might be a fresh set of
Punt is
downs.
down by Michael Gromsky at the 31-yard line, where the Lumberjacks will now take over first and 10.
Cameron on top. 22.
Second and 3 from the 38. That's what it says on the clock.
Last score we had was Rice Lake trailing in their game against Hudson, 14-6.
And that one, I don't think went as...
Well, the River Falls can get a piece of it too. The winner of that one at least gets a share of the conference title. LeBrie hands this one off with the back, loses his footing as he tries to cut back, and getting touchdown for the short loss is cut.
Roscoe, the ball carrier. Sawyer Ebner in on the stop.
And 4th and 6 from the 35. Comets are going to kick it away. And the punt is up. And down, it bounces a little bit. And it's going to be checked in at the 30-yard line by the Comets.
LeBrie keeps it. Chased out of bounds by number 80.
And Ladysmith is going to take over on downs, or on a fresh set of downs, excuse me. First and 10 from their 31-yard line. Comets defense has been holding their own tonight, and we'll see if they keep that going.
Third
We
and
have
3 facing the Lumberjacks.
2 1/4 left here in the third. And the snap's in motion in the backfield, a handoff. He's going to slip and be touched down for a couple-yard loss.
Sawyer Ebner in on the stop. But Clark able to pick up a first down for the Lumberjacks.
Second and 13 there from the 28. Snap, handoff fake.
The ball carrier.
He's still upright, quarterback with it, runs all the way to 35, 37-yard line.
Sawyer Ebner running him out of bounds.
38, excuse me.
Soltis, the ball carrier.
So 3rd and
Walters
3
Ebner in on the stop.
from the 38-yard line. Ladysmith looking to take the lead here.
And timeout taken by
A snap and a quick handoff. He's going to run up the middle.
first of the second.
And depending on spot, might be converting on downs here. And the chains are moving. I got a 1st and 10 from the 42 here for Ladysmith. And Ladysmith trailing by 2 here in Cameron. Snap the handoff a little bit bobbled. He finds some real estate along the near side sideline. Marches his way almost to a fresh set of downs. Second and third from the 50. And he's going to run it up the midfield on a handoff. And that will refresh the downs. And we're going to go ahead and run you guys an ad. I think the last of the night. Hang tight.
Penalty, and they're going to get even more yards out of this.
And we're back.
16-yard gain.
Run out of bounds by Michael Grotsky, and then there was a flag at the end of the play.
That one deflected at the line of scrimmage up in the air, but Clark stuck with it, able to haul in the catch, and then a nice run afterwards. And got drug out of bounds by Collar. That's that horse collar tackle.
So a fresh set of downs here for the Ladysmith. First and 10 from the 44 of the Comets. Comets lead 22-20, so a close one here. We've got a run going up the midfield. He's going to get a couple yards.
Lumberjacks will have it.
Excuse me.
Snap goes to the 3. He'll pitch this one over to Soltis. Soltis turns upfield, and he's going to be down inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line on the
Soltis, the ball carrier.
Second and 9 here.
Just shy of the goal line.
And a throw that was swatted in the air, and he manages to come up with it. Ladysmith all the way to the 25-yard line, and there's a flag.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. Scoreboard is reading.
And we have 14-8 left here in the third.
In favor of the Comets.
And we'll see where they spot this one after that penalty. That one's going to move all the way to the 13-yard line. Snap. He's going to run it. Boy, and he almost got in there. And with the clock running, that looks like that should be the last play of the third. I'm going to refresh the stream because I think we're a little bit behind again. Hang tight.
Welcome back to the Evanston Appliance Broadcast Center. Start of the fourth quarter. Lumberjacks on the camera in 1. They'll hand it off to the back.
And Soltis, the ball carrier, takes it in for a Lumberjack touchdown.
Soltis takes it in for the 1-yard touchdown run. That's his second rushing touchdown of the game. And the Lumberjacks are back on top. For the first time since early in the second quarter.
And the teams are getting set down there on the opposite side of the field. And this will begin our last quarter of Comet football, and actually the last one of the season here that we are, Cameron will be bringing you. So it's always a little bit bittersweet getting to that last one. Says recap. The ladies volleyball team will be hosting Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser on Tuesday for their start of the postseason. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We will be bringing you the game here on We Are. We've got the snap and a handoff. He's going to run it up through the middle. And we've got the signal. That is a good touchdown for Ladysmith. And they now have the lead, 26-22. And Ladysmith going for it on 2. They will be denied. Good defense there on the Comets, digging in there on that 2-point.
Martinson, the ball carrier. Knocked out of bounds here by 21, Tanner Davis.
And both teams convening here, getting ready to take the field. Comets will be receiving the kick.
Comets will take over 1st and 10. Ball on their 40-yard line. Walters, the ball carrier. Stop made by number 58,
And the kick is up. And the Comets let it go, bouncing all the way back to about the 20-yard line. They're going to pick it up, get a couple blocks. Yeah, that's going to end up at about the 40-yard line.
Silvernail behind the line or right at the line for an immediate stop. Brings up 3rd down.
And the snap. And a quick handoff. He's going to run up the middle. Maybe a couple yards there, it looks like. 2nd and 7 from the 43, it looks like.
Brady Gronsky on the reception. And he picks up a Comet 1st down.
And the snap. And Silvernail's going to carry it. And he's brought down. We'll see whether or not he gets a yard or 2. And it looks like a gain of 1. So 3rd and 6 from the 44.
Armani Walters, the ball carrier. Making the hit for the Lumberjacks.
So 3rd and 6.
2nd down and 3 for the Comets.
In the snap. And he's going to pass it midfield. Gets his guy. He's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line, it looks like. And that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st down for the Comets.
Silvernail keeps it himself.
About 10-10 left here.
Making the stop.
First and 10 from the 44 of Ladysmith.
Third down and about 2 for the Comets.
Third and a long two.
And the snap. Handoff. He's going to run it up the midfield. Boy, he was able to pull out a handful of extra yards there.
Takes the snap. Gives this one to Walters. He'll muscle ahead through the middle of the Lumberjack defense.
Armani Walters, the ball carrier. Stopped by Carter.
Second and 3 here for the Comets.
But Walters picked up a Comet first down.
And the snap. Silvernail's going to carry it up the middle. Brought down quite decisively there. I don't think there's any gain. Now the Comets looking at a 3rd and 2 from the 36-yard line.
Walters, the ball carrier. McCunda and Soltis on the stop. Nice gain on the play. Makes it 2nd and about 4.
And the snap. Handoff to the middle of the field, and it looks like number 4, Armani Walter, is going to take that one far enough to move the chains. So the Comets with a fresh set of downs there at the 32-yard line of Ladysmith. Again, Comets trailing 26-22 here. Beautiful night for a homecoming game. But hoping to get a win here at home.
First down.
Got the snap, handoff, and he's going to drive it up the middle. Let's go, boys. Daniel from Spain. Aw. Hello, Daniel from Spain. How are you? Second and 4 from the 26-yard line. Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were before an exchange student. Was it last year? And the snap. And he's going to carry it up the middle. It should be enough to move the chains there.
They are driving deep into Lumberjack territory on the 13. Second and 6 now for the Comets. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Silvernail takes the snap. Back to Walters up the middle. And Walters is going to be taken down.
Walters, the ball carrier.
You're missing Cameron. Oh, that's so sweet. We're glad you're here, Daniel.
Short gain will bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Comets.
So first and 10, fresh set of downs from the 17-yard line here. The Comets within scoring territory here. The snap, handoff. He's going to gain a few yards there. Second and 6 from the 13 here. Just under 6.5 to play in the 4th. Snap. And it's going to go up the midfield. It's like a couple yard gain. Yep, a 3rd and 4. Ball on the 11. So Comets looking to strike while the iron's hot here. Take the lead back. No pressure. And the snap. Yeah, that was almost picked in the end zone there. But an awesome play otherwise. Comets making making the best they can to make lemons out of lemonade here. They're down to third-string quarterback Silvernail, who used to be the starter, wasn't anymore. He's actually been a heck of a receiver for the Comets tonight, but is filling in the quarterback role after an injury to Shimko. So the Comets have a big 4th and 4 here left with 5.5 left in the 4th.
Silverdale's pass ball is incomplete, and Ladysmith will take over on down.
Good news for Comets, though, they do have enough time to get the ball back. 5:22 on the clock, and they do have a timeout in their pocket. Ladysmith leading at 26-22. 5:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter action brought to us by Cameron Diesel Repair.
And the Comets heading back to the line of scrimmage here.
Takes this snap. Puts this one on the back. Get out across the
McCutcheon, the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard run.
Some quick communication there. Getting ready for the snap.
Brady Grotsky get on the stop.
And here it is. Silvernail drops back and doesn't quite get his guy. That one's going to fall incomplete. And Ladysmith will take over on downs at, it looks like the 12-yard line.
McCutcheon, the ball carrier, stopped by number 2, Michael Gronsky.
Who is the running back?
Picks up enough yardage to get Ladysmith a new set of downs.
I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to see the numbers from here. I missed a play. Sorry. I was trying to see the numbers.
Larson and Ebner making a stop. Soltis, the ball carrier. Ebner on the stop.
I hope they win too. Good night. Thanks for popping in.
Soltis able to pick up another first down for the Lumberjacks.
It's probably super late there, I suppose. All right, 1st and 10 from the 22. Here for Ladysmith. A little bit of motion in the back, a quick handoff. He's going to run it towards the far side and then try to sneak up the field. He'll get a couple yards. Looks like about a gain of 4. Gain of 5. Second and 5 from the 27. Under 4 minutes of play here.
McCutcheon, the ball carrier. Sawyer Ebner and Cameron Weiss on the stop.
And the snap, he's going to hold on to it and then hand it off. He's going to punch the ticket up through the middle. Looks like they'll spot him at the 39-yard line, which will be a fresh set of downs.
Receivers wide to either side, 3 in the gun on their variation of the double wing.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors. You've seen them at the top of the screen. You've seen a couple ads from them. And thank you guys, the viewers. Those of you who were here at the start know it was a little bit of a tough one with camera connectivity issues, but we figured out a way. So thank you guys for being as flexible as you can be as we navigate that. You guys have been awesome all season long, and I'm super appreciative for your support of We Are, and especially for the athletes. So thank you guys for utilizing this and supporting from wherever you are.
That game is at Cameron at 7 p.m.
Second and 10 from the 34. 2.5 minutes of play here.
Country team has their sectional meet at Unity. Boys will run at 2 and girls will run at 2:45. So come out and support your Cameron teams next week.
Ladysmith gearing up for the snap here. They've handed it off. He's going to run up the midfield. It'll be brought down near the 40.
Welcome back to the Ladysmith Broadcast Center.
And it looks like we've got a timeout called. I'm going to go ahead and use this as a chance to take off the headset for a quick second, get some water. We'll be right back.
And Soltis able to pick up enough for a Ladysmith first down.
And here we have both teams heading back to the line of scrimmage.
Soltis the ball carrier. Walters on the stop.
3rd and 5 from the 40 here. Ladysmith on the snap. They're going to send it up the middle on the run. He's going to get all the way up to about the 47-yard line. That is going to be enough to move the chains here.
A couple of scores for Soltis. Help lead the way for the Ladysmith Lumberjacks in this one. Cameron Comets fought hard in front of this homecoming crowd. We're going to come up just a little bit short. Ladysmith now will just take a knee. That'll do it.
And LeBrie takes the knee.
And that clock is running. Comets trailing 26 to 22. Not looking good.
That's the final play of this one.
And the
A
snap.
hard-fought game.
Some motion. A handoff. He's going to run it to the far side sideline. For a pretty decent game there. Clock's going to keep on running.
26-22.
Again, thank you, sponsors. Thank you, viewers, for hanging out. Don't forget, the Comet Girls begin their postseason push on Tuesday. We will have that game on We Are. That is at 7 o'clock, so make sure that you guys tune in for that. Support the girls as they make their push into the postseason. Thank you to our sponsors. You've seen them scrolling at the top of the screen, and you've seen a couple ads from them. Make sure you guys support them if and when you can. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, there are a couple slides that tell you how to do that as well. Snap, and they're going to take the knee, and that will wrap it up. A tough loss here on homecoming night, 26 to 22. What a bummer. That was some good football, though. Both teams looked awesome tonight. Comets, again, trying to do what they could with losing their quarterbacks. But that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So on behalf of We Are, I thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate you guys watching throughout the season. There's really not any way I'd rather spend my Friday night, so thanks for coming and spending that with the Comets. On that note, I will end stream. We will see you guys on Tuesday night for some playoff volleyball. Bye now.